So Gopinath sir, can you please try to unmute yourself? I have made you the host.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, you can continue. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, students, as already discussed, the Van der factor, what is the applications of Van der factor? I told you. No, no. This it was as per the recent update. It is not part of the syllabus. Okay, for this academic year, but for JE or NEET, we are not sure whether for JE particular I'm telling you. Okay, we are not sure whether it will be for 2021 or whether it will be part of the syllabus or not. But we are not sure. But uh, don't think about too much about this. Okay, whether it is within the syllabus or not in the syllabus. Okay, without Van der factor, you don't get clear picture on the colligative properties. That is very true. Okay, if you look into if you look into the problems on colligative properties, if you take the 10 problems, in those 5 to 6 problems are quite related to the Van der factor. So if you don't consider the Van der factor, you'll get wrong answers sometimes. Okay, so that's why it's very important. And I will tell you if I discuss the concept and if I discuss some problems, then you will understand. Then you will understand why it is this much important. Okay, am I audible to you, everyone? I think some people are someone telling that why voice is pretty low. Some people are telling yes, quite audible. Okay, okay. Yes, many people are telling audible. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, so when come to the Van der factor, okay, before going to the Van der factor, so I will see here. So now what are any colligative property, okay, the basic factor, the basic thing I will tell you, any colligative property is directly proportional to quantity of solute, quantity of solute. That's why these are what here, all colligative properties are what here, number dependent properties. Okay, that is why, because the very basic thing is what here, colligative properties are directly proportional to quantity of solution. That is, whether relative lowering of vapor pressure or elevation in boiling point or depression in freezing point or osmotic pressure, that is directly proportional to the quantity of the solute. That means someone writing right now. It is directly proportional to the quantity of the water solute. So whatever the solute you have taken, okay. So now whatever the quantitative property you take, it is directly proportional to the quantity of the solute. That is, whatever the amount of solute take, it quite related to, it depends to what the qualitative property. That is it. So, but it won't apply for it won't, that is the quantity of solute, okay. It won't apply for the electrolytes because I will tell you it. Okay. So now I will take the, okay, here I will take the water as solvent. Okay. Now, in one case, I will add some sodium chloride over here. Okay. And in one case, okay, in another case, I will add the some water here, glucose I will add, some sugar, okay? Okay, glucose I will add here. Now, in this case, here I will take the what now sodium chloride as what now 1 mole. Here also what now 1 mole. Here after addition of this glucose, it's a what now it's a covalent compound, purely covalent compound. It's a what now non-polar compound I can tell you. Okay, and after the addition of this glucose to the water, do you find any ions over here? No, here glucose one will remain same like this only. Okay, here 1 mole you have taken. Here also 1 mole only you will get it. But sodium chloride it's not like that. Here you will take 1 mole and you will get what now? Here you will get 2 moles of ions you will get here. That means there is variation in the what now in the quantity you take here. Okay, that is here 1 mole before adding to the solvent. After adding to solute, we are getting what now 2 moles here. Whereas in this case, not like that. That's why Van Hoff factor is very important when any problem comes on the electrolytes like sodium chloride, okay, or any acids or bases or anything will come here. Then it's supposed to be very cautious, okay, while solving the problem, because Van Hoff factor plays one a very key role in the solving the problem here. Okay, here I will take it. Same sodium chloride I will take here. Okay, here. Okay, that means okay here I will take one sodium chloride. And I will get what now? Na plus and then Cl minus. Okay. Suppose initially, that means before adding, that means P equals 0. I have taken the 1 mole of sodium chloride and 0 moles of Na plus and 0 moles of Cl minus. Okay. After dissolution, that means after a certain time T, okay, and you will get what now? This is one of sodium chloride. You assume it is one of strong electrolyte, okay, and you will get what 1 mole of Na plus, 1 mole of Cl minus, okay. So that means theoretically it is what now here 1, okay. This is what now theoretical. I call it what now theoretical, okay. I call it what now theoretical. And what about this? Here one 1 plus 1, you will get one 2 here, and this is what observed. This one observed value, okay. So that's why. So there is lot of difference between the theoretical and the experimental value, right? Here, that's why to correct this, we have introduced what here Van Hoff factor to correct the difference between theoretical and observed value, okay. Introduce Van Hoff factor I, okay. Introduce Van Hoff factor I, okay. Someone telling that, sir, even glucose is having hydrogen atoms bonded with oxygen, right, sir? So won't it form H plus ions? No, sir. Okay. So there was an aldehyde group present here, and okay, it won't dissociates into ions. Sir, what is Van Hoff factor? So that only I'm telling, sir. Okay, let me finish this. Okay. So now, okay. So to correct this, what now here? The difference, okay, between theoretical and observed here. Why they had introduced Van Hoff factor is, okay. So to resolve this, okay, between theoretical and observed value, okay, they have introduced the Van Hoff factor here, okay. That's the case. So now what now? Let me go into next slide here. Hope you have noted down. Okay, yeah. So now what now? So this is what now I is equal to, okay. So that is, I will tell you this. See my here. So here what now observed here. Okay. This amount also what now, that is already I told you the colligative property is directly proportional to quantity of solute. Here the quantity is getting changed or not here. Here 1 theoretically is 1 and observed is 1 or 2 here. So that's why. So the colligative property also will get changed. Okay. Theoretically we are taking one certain quantity of solute, and practical observed values observed quantity is different here. That's why the quantity changes, then quality property also will get changed. Okay, that's why to correct this, okay, they have introduced the Van der factor. That is for the observed I Van der factor I is equal to observed qualitative property by theoretical qualitative property. Theoretical qualitative property. This is the what now Van der factor. Okay, so I'll give what a clear explanation regarding this. Okay, here now I have taken the sodium chloride. Okay, and I have taken the what now this one now. Is it getting what associated or associated? Sodium chloride, is it getting dissociated or associated? We are getting the one Na plus and Cl minus. Is it getting dissociated or associated? It's getting dissociated. Okay, it's getting dissociated. Now I will take the one of benzene. I will take the one. That's why this one is getting. It is in the case of one of dissociation. Okay. Now I will take one of acetic acid. I will take here. Okay, acetic acid. I will take here. Now I will add into the one of benzene solvent. Okay, here. So it will get dimerase. Dimerase means what? Two molecules become what now? One molecule. Okay, like in the diborane. We discussed diborane now. So in the diborane, what is the formula? Borane. What is the formula borane? BH3. Okay, BH3 becomes 2 moles of BH becomes one of B2H6. Okay, to attain stability and all those things, borane becomes one of diborane. Okay, in the same fashion, acetic acid also becomes one. It will get dimerase here. Okay, when you add to the solvent benzene here. So then what now? What becomes now here? CH3 COOH. Okay, taken twice. Okay, here. So here what now here? Here what is the theoretical value? What is the theoretical value? Theoretical value here after what now I represent with pH. Okay, what is the theoretical value now here? Theoretical value 2 here. And what is the observed here? Here what? 1. Okay, one timer only you got here. Here 1 hour. So that means what now? Here I is equal to what I told you here? Observed colligative property by theoretical colligative property. Right? Observed colligative property by theoretical colligative property. What is the observed value now here? Here 1. Okay, 1. Here what here? 2 here. What about in the case of NaCl? What about in the case of NaCl? What is the observed colligative? What is the observed quantity? That is what? 2 here. What about here? 1. So that is in the case of dissociation, I would be always greater than 1. In the case of association, I would be always less than what? 1 again. That is, so Van der factor when you should apply whether there is dissociation or some association should be there. Then only supposed to apply the Van der factor. If there is no dissociation, no association, then you need not apply the colligative property. Okay, take down. You can note on this point also. Okay, so Van der factor applies only when there is some dissociation or association. This is what? This is association. Someone telling, sir, whether they will provide CP value. Yes, sir. We will look into all these things. Okay, so you will understand now. I will tell you. So someone asking, sir, how to know when we will have the association? Okay, so in the data they will provide. Okay, in the problem they will provide the data. Okay. Yes. Someone asking, sir, what if the solution partially dissociates? Yes, very good question. Okay. So there is what we will discuss the partially dissociated. Okay. No 100%, no, not 100. Not only strong electrolytes, we will discuss about the weak electrolytes also. Okay. And then the next slide. Okay, here. So now, so I will based on the previous slide, what we will see this here. Okay. Let us make one table like this. Okay. Quantity of solute, colligative property, molar mass of solute. Okay. First, I will take what now? Dissociation. So in the dissociation case, okay, and one more case I will take association. Here itself I will take. Okay, in the dissociation case, okay, where the dissociation case now? See here, this is the dissociation case. Number of particles, that is quantity, what now, is it getting decreased or increased here? Here one became 2 here, okay, that is quantity of solute, what become again? It is what here? Increasing. Right here, it is what now? Increasing here. What about colligative property? All I told you, colligative property is directly proportional to quantity of solute. The colligative property is directly proportional to quantity of the solute. So what is this one here? Colligative property also directly proportional. Next one here, molar mass of solute. So when come to the molar mass of solute, what is happening now? Molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute increases or decreases here? Molar mass of solute usually increases here. Sorry, molar mass of solute reduces. Okay, why? Because, okay, see here, if you take the what now, sodium chloride, okay, in the case of sodium chloride, earlier what is the atomic mass? 58.5. Sodium becomes what here? 23 and it becomes 35.5. Okay, so that's why, okay, you can see like this, the molar mass of solute, it decreases because, okay, you know the reason here. Okay, NaCl becomes what now? Na plus and then what now? Cl minus. Okay, this is what now? 58.5. 58.5 and it becomes what here? 23 and it becomes what? 35.5. Okay, you know that Cl minus. Okay, and you not write you. Okay, this is the case you can observe here. Next one, and I will write one more column here. So I would be what the Van Pi pattern. It is always one greater than 1 here. You can write down like one more. Okay, just take one. In the case of association, what will happen? I would be always less than 1 only. Okay, in this case, quantity of solute, what will happen now? In the association, increase or decrease? Okay, here what now? 2 molecules. Okay, 2 moles becoming the 1 mole. That means, is it increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. Yeah. That's why, okay, so quantity of solute decreases and the colligative property decreases. Okay, these two are what now directly proportional. Now when come to the what now, molar mass here, okay, here itself you will understand. Here itself you will understand. Here initially, what is the molecular weight of acetic acid? 60. And what about here of dimerase? What is the molecular weight? 120. Okay, that means, okay, in the association, molar mass will increase. Now in the association, molar mass will increase here. Got it? So this is the what now about what now in the case of dissociation and what now association. So based on this what now we can write what like this here. Based on this we can write like this. So there are one already I told you that I is equal to observed colligative property by theoretical colligative property. Okay. Theoretical colligative property. Right here. In the same fashion, I will write what now that means I will write one more. Okay. So here colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. Am I right or not? Molar mass here. If you observe here, okay. So colligative property is inversely. If colligative property increases, molar mass decreasing. If colligative property decreasing, molar mass increasing, right? Here already we know the okay colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. Here I and the colligative property, how they are related? I is okay is equal to observed colligative property by theoretical colligative property. So now colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. That's why can I inverse this? Okay, I is equal to okay. Can I reverse this? Because colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. Here observed by theoretical. Now when if you write in terms of molar mass, what will becomes here? What will becomes here? Okay, theoretical molar mass. Molar mass upon observed molar mass. Observed molar mass. Okay, so these are the very important formula for the Van Hoff factor. I is equal in terms of colligative property, observed colligative property upon theoretical colligative property. If you take in terms of molar mass, theoretical molar mass by observed molar mass. Hope you know understood the reason for it. So take down. Okay. Someone telling that, sir. Okay. Someone telling that, sir. We are taking the sodium chloride. Then what now? Then how it reduces? So, but if we have to calculate the molar mass of solute, then we have to consider both Na and Cl, right? So then how it reduces? Yes. Okay, ma'am. See here. Here, if you see the one, I'm telling the relatively. Okay, I will tell you what now how it comes here. Okay, so many people have the confusion what are regarding molar mass here. Theoretical molar mass and observed molar mass. Now I will tell you. Okay, here. See this. Now, in the case of particularly what now this relation. Okay, this whatever the relation I told you. Right? So this would apply in the case of what now in the case of association. Based in the case of association only what now we are telling this. Okay, dissociation. Relatively, I'm telling you this. Okay, sodium chloride once after getting dissociated, so molar mass initially sodium chloride. Okay, solute if you take purely solute here, so 58.5. Once after getting broken, okay, then it becomes what now? It becomes one getting dissociated. So once if you are getting dissociated, it becomes another particle or not. So that's why I'm telling in that concept I'm telling you. Okay, so generally this will apply here. Okay, quality property is equal to Van der factor is equal to theoretical molar mass by observed molar mass. This relation, this formula, when you apply means majorly in the case of association, there you won't get the need to apply this formula in the case of dissociation. Here, hope you are very clear. Hope you are clear to this when you should apply it. Majorly, you can apply in the case of association, not in the what dissociation. Okay. Okay. Now, what we need to do? Okay. After calculation of this Van der factor, what we should do? Okay. So after calculation of I, after calculation of I, what shall we do? Okay, so this is the case. So now what now? I already told you that already it depends on quantity of solution. Okay, here. Now you will take this here. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is directly proportional to what now here? So mole fraction of solute. Okay, mole fraction of solute here. Now what now I will take one elevation in boiling point. Delta TB is equal to okay, What is the formula we have? Kb into m. Okay, that is the case. Next, delta Tf is equal to Kf into m. Next one, phi is equal to what do we have? You know that na CRP. Okay, C in the sense concentration in terms of molarity only. Okay, that is the case. You should be very particular. Okay, in this case, so this one, it all depends upon the, already I told you, quality property is directly proportional to quantity of solute. Okay, this is what mole fraction. Mole fraction of means nothing but quantity of solute only, no? Amount of solute. Molality, concentration. All these four terms are what now related to quantity of solute only. Now here, so already I told you that colligative property depends on the quantity of solute here. Now add I, okay, to all the formulas, all the four formulas. Then what will become? Relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to, okay, I into mole fraction. Elevation in boiling point is equal to I into Kb into m. Depression in freezing point, delta Tf is equal to I into Kfm. Phi is equal to I into CRT. So this is the what formula you will get whenever what you need to consider the Van Hoff factor here. Okay. So I would like to note, okay, if the solute neither dissociates nor associates, we need not consider I, and it would be always as 1. Okay, if the solute get dissociates, okay, then what is the value of I? It is more than 1, greater than 1. The solute get associate, it will be less than 1 here. Okay, so now what now? This is applicable in the case of what now? It would be applicable in the case of strong electrolytes here. Now we will take the what now? Weak electrolytes here. Okay, so Van Hoff factor. Now take down this, and then what now? I'll go for what now? The next subtopic. There is one next case. That is one Van Hoff factor in the case of weak electrolytes. Till now we discussed the strong electrolytes. Okay, I'm going for next slide. Okay. Sorry, multiply. Okay, you should multiply I with the what now? XB. I into K into M. That is this. Multiply. Okay. I'm going for next slide. Okay, so write down Van Hoff factor in the case of weak electrolyte. I in case of weak electrolytes. Weak electrolytes. Okay, Very easy. So hope already you know that one degree of dissociation. You know what here degree of dissociation. Okay, alpha. Okay, you know what one very well about the degree of dissociation. Hope you would have studied in the ionic equilibrium. Okay, so now what now? So I will take the earlier I took the acetic acid. It will get dimerized. In which solvent, ma? What is the solvent I told you? Acetic acid, benzene. Okay. Same what na acetic acid. If I take the if I take in the what now add to the water. Okay. So what now it will act as with the weak electrolyte. Usually it's a weak acid. Okay. All organic acid na weak acids. Now it will convert into what na acetate ions. It shows acidic behavior by releasing H plus ions. Okay. But it won't act as a strong acid. It's a weak acid. How can you differentiate the strong acid and weak acid, or strong base from weak base, and a strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte? If you take 100 molecules and add to the water, 100 molecules splits into ions. Okay, then that is called what a strong electrolyte. Suppose out of 100 molecules, if you add to the water, hardly what some 10 or 5 water, it will get dissociated. That means partially getting dissociated, and you call it as what the weak electrolyte because it is not undergoing dissociation completely. 100% ionization is not getting happening. That's why you call what the weak electrolyte. So now, so you will take what the suppose I will take what the this one acetic acid. Okay, so T is equal to what the 0 before what the adding. Okay, then what the it is what the 100. It is what the 100 molecules and 0 and 0. Now after certain time T, okay, then how much it becomes? Suppose I assume the one, so 50 were dissociated. 50 were what na dissociated. So that means 100 minus 50 dissociated. And these 50 molecules convert into what na 50 acetate ions and 50 what na H plus ions. Am I right here? That is the case. So now what if it is what a degree of dissociation? Okay, degree of dissociation. What is the degree of dissociation? It's a degree for dissociation. It's a degree for dissociation. That means how much was dissociated out of whatever we have taken. Okay. So how much we have taken here? 100 we took. Okay. How many dissociated? 50 only getting dissociated. That's all. Okay. It's a degree for dissociation. Okay. That is 50 by 100. That is called 1 year 0.5. This is one degree of dissociation. Okay. Here. Now, so when come to one this 100, what is this? This is what theoretical. Okay, and what about observed? What about observed? Here, what this is what observed. So this is what observed here. Okay, very good. Now theoretical, how much here? Here theoretical is what 100, and what is the observed value? What is the observed value? 50, 100 minus 50, 50 plus 50 plus 50. That is what here 150. Now already I told you that. Okay, I is equal to. What is the I here? What is the I here? Observed colligative property. Observed colligative property by theoretical colligative property. Am I right or not? So what is the observed colligative property? 150. Okay. Right here. What is the theoretical colligative property? 100. That is equal to what is my 1.5 is the what now value. Got it here? This one I value in this case. So here one it is getting dissociating, not dimerizing, not getting dimerized. That's why I value becoming what more than 1. Hope you are clear. So won't the charge be negative? Sorry. Here mistake we done. Okay, it will be minus CH3 CO minus. Correct. It is minus. Okay. How 150? Someone asking me how 150? 100 minus 50, sir. How much? 50. Okay. What is the leftover? Acetic acid molecules. Okay, out of 100, 50 were dissociated. Okay, that means how many left over here? 50. And what about here? The 50 were dissociated, 50 acetate ions, 50 H plus ions, right here. So colligative properties are nothing but what? Number dependent property. Okay, what is the number over here? 50, and this is 50, and this is 50. So that's why at the end, what? How many you'll find? 50 plus 50 plus 50. That is what? 150. Okay, that's why what now observe over here. Sure, ma. I will show the slides, please. Sure. Okay, I'm going for next slide. Okay, now here I will take the same case what now association what now I will discuss. Formula also I will discuss. Now what now I will take the what now some weak electrolyte AN. Okay, molecule what now AN I am taking here. Now it became what now? Now it is becoming what now? N moles of A. Okay, that means it is what now getting dissociated or associated. One becoming what now N. That means what? It's getting what? Dissociated. Okay, so here at time t, okay, 0, then what become here? Here 1, and this is what? 0. Okay, here. And this is what? Theoretical. Okay, here. And certain time t, okay, then what is becoming here? Okay, certain amount would get what? Dissociated. That means what? 1 minus alpha. Okay, 1 minus alpha. Alpha is what here? It's a degree for dissociation. Okay, that is the case here. And how much you will get here? For 1, okay. Here, 1 becoming, here 1 becoming n. Here alpha becoming what here now? N alpha here. That's why what here? Here 1 becoming, here 1 becoming, 1 becoming n. Okay, here 1 becoming n here. Here alpha becoming what now here? N alpha here. Okay, here. That's why 1 minus, okay, sorry, what here? N alpha. Here what now? N alpha will get here. So now what is observed my here? So this is what observed here. This is what observed here. 1 minus alpha plus n alpha here. Okay, here. Now theoretical. Okay, so here. So now, okay, I will see this here. I is equal to what here? Observed Cp by theoretical Cp here. That is equal to what is observed Cp? 1 minus alpha plus n alpha by what is the theoretical ma? 1 here. That's why I is equal to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Okay, here that is equal to. How can I write my here? I is equal to 1 plus, I can write as n minus 1 alpha. Can I write like this? I is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 alpha here. Now, in the same case, then I can write what term? I minus 1 is equal to n minus 1 alpha. Am I right or not yet? Okay, here. Now, alpha is equal to, what can I write here? I minus 1 by n minus 1. Okay, if I take the minus 1 as common, then what I will get my here? 1 minus I by n minus I also, n minus 1, sorry. One minus n also I can write here. So these formulas are what very, very important. Okay, so very, very important thing is what I is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 alpha. Okay, it's easy to remember. Then what this is the case here. So this is in the case of what dissociation. Dissociation. Okay, take down. So someone asking, sir, if 50 molecules only got dissociated, it must be 25 and 25. No, sir. NaCl, to take one NaCl, if one molecule will get dissociated, how many Na plus you will get? One Na plus, one Cl minus you will get. Same in the same fashion, if 50 molecules were dissociated, 50 what here? 50 cation, 50 anions you will get. Okay. Someone asking, sir, will you discuss test questions? No, ma, I don't have. It was not scheduled for me. Okay. So I will ask Murli sir and then I will let you know. Okay. So someone asked me one say yesterday one question. Solution was given as alpha is equal to 1 minus I by 1 minus 1 minus by n. How did 1 by n comes here? Let me look into this. Sir, in this portion included board. A board as of now it is not there now. Okay. But many problems you cannot do without delta factor. Okay. Forget about whether it is syllabus or not. Okay. If you want to be perfect in a colligative properties, solution in colligative properties, it's supposed to come. Even ionic equilibrium also we discussed. For KNMS students, partially I discussed Van Hoff factor, but I want to give clear explanation regarding Van Hoff factor and application to the colligative property. That's why I'm discussing here. So dissociation means splitting into ions, but it is not in this case. You wrote in this slide. Yes, ma, dissociation only. That is, I'm not writing what I'm representing like this here. Okay. So one becoming what n. Okay, one NaCl becoming what some n value is 2 sodium chloride. Two ions I'm getting. Okay. It's not getting dimerized. Hope you understood. Okay. I'm taking the quantity. That is from 1, I'm getting the n number. Okay. That is. Okay. So now I'm going for next slide. Now degree of association if you take case 2, degree of association. Okay, here that is it. Now I will take the same acetic acid. I will take acetic acid. I told you that one. If you add some benzene, if you add to the benzene, then I will get what dimerase. Okay, so that is initially what 100. Okay, 0, and it becomes what here. So 100 minus 50. Now it becomes what 25 molecules. If 50 molecules are there, they will get associated. Okay, 50 molecules become one, or 2 molecules become 1. In the same case, if 50 molecules become how many? 25 here. That's why. Okay, so this is what theoretical. So theoretical is what here 100. Okay, observed how much here 100 minus 50. That means how much left over? 50 plus 25. How much here? 75. Okay, total how much here? 75 here. Now I is equal to, okay, I is equal to, what is my here? I is equal to what here? Observed colligative property by theoretical property here. That's why what 75 by 100. Okay, that is equal to what here? 0.75. Got it? Hope you are very clear, you are clear with this here. So 0.75. Is it more than 1 or less than 1? Less than 1. That's why in the association, I value always should be less than 1. Okay, the real. Now, so alpha value. Okay, alpha in some books it is representing with a beta also. Okay, so if you want to be what I will not to make you confused, what I will go with what beta only. Okay, I'll go with what beta only. So this is what beta is equal to. Beta is what degree of association. Degree of association I will represent with what beta. Okay, very case. So beta is equal to how much were associated? How much were associated? We have taken 100. Out of 100, how many associated? 50 molecules were associated. Okay, that means what is the degree of association? 0.5. Okay, don't get confused. What if you take the degree of dissociation will be mentioned as alpha or beta. Okay, whether it is alpha or beta, don't get confused. Okay. This one case 2. Case 2. Okay, take down quick mark. We have very less time now. I'll make it fast. Okay, hereafter what now I will prepare the questions in some certain format. I will try to do it. Okay. Yes, sir. Someone asking, are we considering 50 moles are dissociated or how 25, sir? Okay. So here, what is my dimerization, ma? Dimerization. Two molecules become one molecule, ma? Two molecules become one molecule, right? If you want, here you will get one or two molecules. Okay. Here what now I will put you here. Two molecules. Here what becomes here? One molecule. Okay. It will get dimerized, right? Here. In the same fashion. From these one now out of 100 molecules, 50 molecules were dimerized. That means out of 50, 50 becomes what here? 25 now. Okay. Each two molecules will become what one molecule. Then how out of 50 molecules, how many you will get? 25. Okay. So now what now? So if you take what now, I will put next line. So now, so Na molecules will become what now? An. Okay. This also I'm telling you like this. Okay. In the earlier case, what here now? Degree of association. An becoming Na. Okay. Here number of n becoming 1. Okay. From n number of molecules, you will get what now? 1. Okay. Here n means nothing but what now here? Number, whatever you take. Okay. That is the case. So here what now? T is equal to what here? In the what now? Initially what now? 1 and 0. Okay. And after certain time, what will become now? 1 minus beta. Okay. At certain time, T is equal to 0. T is equal to what now? T. Okay. 1 minus beta. Okay. And what becomes here? Beta by n. This what? Beta by n here. Okay. Am I right or not? Beta by n here. Then what is the what mark here? This is what? Theoretical. This is what here? 1. What is the observed? What is observed? Okay. Observed is what here? Okay. 1 minus beta plus beta by n. Okay. That is the case. Now I is equal to what is it my here? Observed by theoretical. Observed by theoretical causative property. What is this here? I is equal to 1 minus beta plus beta by n 1. Okay here. So then what if you do it here, then what you get here? I is equal to, okay, I is equal to what here? 1 minus beta plus beta by n. No? Okay here. Now I is equal to, we will do one thing. Okay, we will send I is equal to 1 minus beta plus beta by n. Okay, I will send what now? I will do what now? 1 over here. Okay, then what will become here? So I minus 1 is equal to, okay, then what you get here? Beta by n minus beta. Right here. Am I right or not here? That is the case. Now, if you simplify it, I'll go for next slide. Okay, I'll show it. I will do it. Okay, then what now here? Beta plus beta by n is equal to 1 minus I. Can I write like this? Okay, here. Now, beta into 1 plus 1 by n is equal to 1 minus I. Okay, here. Now, beta is equal to 1 minus I by n plus 1. Okay, so this is what now you will get like this. Or also you can also write like alpha is equal to 1 minus I by n plus 1 or 1 plus n you can write. One plus n. This one now. Here we can see what now degree of association also as now 1 alpha also we can take. Okay. Then what 1 minus I by 1 plus n here. Okay. Same only I wrote here. Okay. But representation what now here different. That's all. Okay. Yes, it is beta minus beta by n. Okay, now see here. I'll show this slide. Yes. Okay. I is equal to 1 minus beta plus beta by n. Okay. 1 minus beta plus beta by n. I minus 1 is equal to beta by n minus beta. So some people are getting one of beta by n out here. Suppose here I will tell you what not dimerase, trimerase, like this one here. So if it is what not dimerase and suppose two molecules, okay, two molecules becoming what not becoming one. Okay, then what becomes here? 50 were there. It is getting dimerase. 50 by what my here? 2 I will put. 50 by 2. Then I will get 25. Suppose 3 is there. Okay. Trimerase. Trimerase in the sense what now? So 3 becoming what now? 1. Then what do you get here? Suppose some 50 is there. They are getting trimerase. Then 50 by 3 can I put now? That's why. Okay. That's why I put one now. Beta by n I will put. I have put over here. Take that. Okay. I'm going for next slide. Okay. Copy it or screenshot. Take screenshot. So any mistake now here? Any mistake over here? We'll do one thing. Beta plus, sorry, now 1 minus I, 1 minus I into n. Okay, 1 minus I into n. Sorry. You may get the doubt, sir. Should we memorize all these things? What now? You may get doubt. Okay, I'll tell you one shortcut. Okay, for all this. Okay, now see here. In the case of dissociation, okay, in the case of dissociation, I is equal to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Okay, here in the dissociation, what will become a 1 will become n. Okay, that's why I'm multiplying. Okay, here I'm doing what here? Okay, multiplication to alpha. Okay, multiplication. I'm doing what now? Multiplication to alpha. Okay, here. Now if you take one association, if you take the association, I is equal to, okay, 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n. Okay, and here if you are doing association means alpha by n will come, that is beta by n. Okay, whatever already we discussed. Okay, so this what now you can do what again, that is what now we are doing what now here, division to alpha, division to alpha. Okay, so now what now, this is about the Van factor. Now I will discuss one of few problems on these. Okay, how it relate to uh, this what of positive properties. Okay, so take down a problem. Okay, at a given temperature, at a given temperature, okay, which of the following will have maximum osmotic pressure? Maximum osmotic pressure. Okay, which one? One molar NaCl Okay, 1 molar Na2SO4, Na2SO4, 1 molar aluminum sulfate, Al2SO4, taken twice. Okay. So generally, what is the formula for osmotic pressure? Before discussing the Van't Hoff factor, phi is equal to MRT. Some people you can write what a CRT also. Okay. I'm directly taking as the M. M means what a molarity. Okay. Don't take normality. Don't take any kind of conservation method. Okay. Weight by weight, weight by volume, volume by volume. Okay. All these are conservation methods only, but don't take. Okay. Only what a molarity you should take. Okay. That is the case. Here, if you take the what this one, okay, this formula you apply. Here, what a temperature is same. That's why it won't affect the what pi. Osmotic pressure won't depend on the temperature because for all these same temperature only. Okay. And what about R value? It is also what same only. And what about molarity? This also same for 1 molar, 1 molar, 1 molar. Then how here? So with this also what same here. That's why it won't affect the osmotic pressure. But if you consider the Van't Hoff factor, then we will see it. Okay. Here. So Van't Hoff factor I value. Okay. For NaCl, how much here? What is the formula? I is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 alpha na? N minus 1 alpha, or you can write what 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Right here you can write any formula here. Okay, you can write any formula. I will apply this here. Okay, if you take what NaCl, if I take the what NaCl, in the case of NaCl, so assume it this one 100% dissociation. That means alpha means what? 100% dissociation is what here? Degree for dissociation. Out of 100, 100 getting dissociated. That means 100 by 100 is equal to 1. Okay, that's 1 plus, okay, N is equal to number of ions you get. Out of one NaCl, 1 Na plus 1 Cl minus. That means 2 minus 1 into 1. That means how much will come? 1 plus 2 minus 1 means 1. That's what that is equal to 2. So I value for NaCl what 2 here. Next to Na2SO4. Na2SO4 I will take. For Na2SO4, 100% dissociation. But what is the number of ions you get? N means what? Number of ions here. 1 plus, what is the number of ions here? 2 Na plus 1 sulfate you get. That means 3. Okay. So 3 minus 1 into 1. Degree of dissociation, what 100%. Okay. 100% what that is 1. Okay. That is equal to how much you will get? 1 plus 3 minus 1 is what? 2 here. 1 plus 2 what here? 3 here. Next to aluminum sulfate, if you take, okay. So in the aluminum sulfate, what do you get here? 1 plus, okay, how many ions? 3 plus 2, what here? 5. 5 minus 1 into 1, that is equal to how much here? 1 plus 4, that is equal to 5. Okay, so I value for NaCl what? 2. Okay, I value for sodium sulfate 3. Okay, and I value for aluminum sulfate how much here? 5 here. That's why now you can relate to the osmotic pressure to the I value here. Okay, so already I told you pi is equal to I MRT. Okay, all these are here for NaCl2. Okay, Na2SO4. So this is one of 3. Al2SO4. Okay, for this what here? Al2SO4. Okay, so this is how much here? 5 here. Now pi is directly proportional to I, which will have the more osmotic pressure here. Aluminum sulfate will have the more osmotic pressure here. What is the order? Al2SO4 will have more, and then Na2SO4, and then what now? NaCl here.
Hello, sir. Vinod, sir.
Sir, sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sorry
sir.
to interrupt. Just one announcement to the students. Tomorrow it's a holiday for the students. So
Okay.
students kindly listen. Tomorrow it's a holiday for the students. So just that's what I want to announce. Kindly inform to your friends also. Those are not online right now. Thank you, sir. You can continue.
Sir, till how much time I can continue, sir? Now,
Finish this topic and you can answer. No problem.
for a few minutes, sir. 5 minutes. Hello.
You can continue, sir. No problem. Till you
Next
finish
class.
that particular topic, you can continue. No problem.
Do they have any class next week?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Do they have any class next class?
No, they don't have. They don't have.
Okay, sir. I will finish one of some 3 or 4 problems.
Yeah, no problem, sir. You can
Okay,
continue.
sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, ma. Finish. You would like to take. Okay. So if you want take down this. Okay. So I'll go for next slide. To take one problem, one more problem. Okay. At the same temperature, at same temperature, 1 molar NaCl, okay, 1 molar urea, okay, 1 molar benzoic acid, C6, H5COOH. Okay. Then what is the order of is there? Okay. Then order of osmotic pressure. What is the order of osmotic pressure? So I'll give 1 minute time. Okay. Try to do it, ma'am, and tell me the answer. So benzoic acid, what now? You will get dimerase. Assume 100% dissociation association. Alpha value 1. I'm looking forward for answer from your end. Yeah, many people have texted. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, for urea, sodium chloride, ma, sodium chloride. Okay, already I told you for dissociation. For dissociation, what is the formula here? 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Okay, simply remember this formula. Okay, no need to go for one other formulas on others. Okay, because I hope it will be more clear. It is easy here. Okay, here you are doing multiplication. Okay, 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n. Okay, just remember like this. Okay, so this is the one of basic formula you need to follow here. Benzoic acid, it is undergo urea, sodium chloride, it will get dissociated or associated. It will get dissociated. Okay, that means the NaCl, how much you will get, ma? 100% is 1 minus 1, okay, plus n alpha. How much you will get? 2. Okay, that's why not 2. Okay, and what about benzoic acid? What about urea? Urea, what na? It won't neither dissociate nor associate because NH2CO NH2. Okay, it's a what na? It won't undergo. Urea never undergo dissociation. Okay, so that's why what na? So this what na? What about if any molecule won't undergo dissociation, neither association nor association, then what is the alpha value? Sorry, what is the okay? What is the I value? You can take what na 1. Okay, here. Now if you take what na benzoic acid, it will get associate. That's why what na here 1 minus alpha. That is what 1 plus alpha by n. What is alpha? Dimerase means what here? 1 by 2 here. Okay, so that is what na benzoic acid C6H5 COOH. Okay, benzoic acid. Sorry, benzoic acid. Okay, I value what here? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 here. Now pi is directly proportional to I. That's why which has the more I value ma? Sodium chloride. Okay, that's why it has more osmotic pressure. Sodium chloride. Okay, and then what na? Urea, and then what here? Benzoic acid. Okay, this is the case. Take that. Sorry, sorry, not 1 by 12, sir. This is 1 by 2 only. 1 by 2 only. Okay, so I'm going for what the next problem. Hardly we will discuss one or two problems only. Okay, so this take one ma. So very important model. Okay, in the Van der factor also you will get what whether this kind of questions will come or not. What you may get. Okay, sometimes you may get amused. So write down 1% weight by volume. 1% weight by volume. Urea solution. Okay, 1% weight by volume only. Okay, 1% weight by volume. Sodium sulfate solution. Okay, and 1% weight by volume NaCl solution or there. Okay, here. So what is the increasing order of osmotic pressure? What is the order of osmotic pressure? What is the order of osmotic pressure? Okay. So can someone says what is the order? Sir, why we cannot take I as 0 for non-dissociating molecules? Sir, how many molecules you are getting? From one molecule you are getting one molecule. That's all. Finally, what here? Observed qualitative property by theoretical property. Okay, one by one. Okay, one molecule. Finally, you are getting observed one, theoretical one. That's why observed by theoretical what? One by one. That's why one you will get. Okay, someone telling what done? NaCl urea Na2SO4. Someone telling what Na2SO4 greater than NaCl greater than urea. Okay, you will see. Sir, without the formula, can we say that more the number of ions, more is the value of I? Yes, sir. Very good question. Okay, we will see here. Okay. So already I mentioned you one point. Okay. In osmotic pressure, okay, you should take the concentration CRT. Okay. So that is equal to, if you supposed to always take it as a molarity only. So I into, okay, ICRT. Okay. So MRT. Okay. Sir, here, okay, temperature is same. Okay. R value same. Okay. Concentration also same. 1%, 1%, 1%. Okay. So I can do based on the I value means it won't work. Okay, I will tell you. Give me a second. Just wait. So here, so I will tell you this one now. We are supposed to recollect the concentration methods here. So molarity is equal to what is the formula here? Weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by V. Right here. So then what are you supposed to convert into weight by volume percentage? Okay. So weight by volume percentage is what here? Weight by volume into 100 into 10 by gram molecular weight. Am I right or not here? So weight by volume into 100. What do you get? Weight by volume percentage into 10 by gram molecular weight. Right here. So now what are you supposed to convert like this here? 1% means what do you do here? So molarity of NaCl. Okay, molarity of NaCl is equal to weight by volume percentage 1 into 10 by what is the molecular weight? 58.5. Okay, that is equal to what do you write my here? 1 by 5.85. 5.85. Now molarity of okay Na2SO4, Na2SO4. Same formula you apply. Okay, weight by volume percentage 1 into 10 by okay. So this is what here, sodium sulfate here. Sodium sulfate molecular weight how much more here? Nearly it comes what now? 142. Okay, 142. So then what now you will get what now? Sorry, 147 or something you will get. Okay. Okay, let what we get. 1 by what you get here? 1 by right here. 10 by 142 only you get. Okay. And finally what you get now? 10 by 142. 1 by 10 into okay, sodium sulfate. Okay. Sorry, wait. I'll give you wait. We will do sorry, you have noted down now here. Okay. So now what now? I will take the what now? I is equal to I into MRT. Okay. Molarity you should know how to calculate here. Okay. Sodium chloride I will take here. I value what are 2 and what is the what now here? Weight by volume percentage into 10 by gram molecular weight. Okay. Into R into T. Okay. R and T are what are common only. Okay. Here. Now what here? That is that's why 2 into weight by volume percentage into 1 into 10 by 58.5. Okay. Next I will take one sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate here. What is the I value for sodium sulfate? It is one dissociation. That's why 3. Okay. 3 into 1 into 10 by sodium sulfate molecular weight how much more here? 142. Okay. You will get certain value. Okay. Next urea. Okay. Urea. So in this case, what will come again? In this case, what will come? Okay. What is this? Urea will get dissociated more here. 1 into weight by volume percent into 10 by gram molecular weight what now? 60. That what here 1 by 6. Okay. Here what now? 30 by 142. How much will come? Okay. Here some 0.21 will come. Okay. Here 20 by 58.5. Here 0.34. Okay. Here what about 1 by 6? 0.16. So now what whichever has a more osmotic pressure 0.34, 0.21 and 0.16. Which one has the more osmotic pressure? Urea has what now? More osmotic pressure. And then which has more osmotic pressure? Sodium sulfate. Okay. And then what now? Okay. And then what? Sodium chloride. What it? Okay. So don't go what now blindly. If you go for what now, if you consider the I factor also, then sometimes it leads to mistakes in the problems. Okay. So that is it. Okay. Don't go blindly. Okay. First, you should be very clear with the formula, and then what is happening over there. Okay. Whether as association or not association, no association, no dissociation, kind of things. You're supposed to consider here. Okay. So now I'll take one problem. Okay, and then what you can take the break. Okay. See you. Shall I show the next previous slide now? Should I show? This is what previous. Okay. Next month once. Okay. Write down. A 2 molar NaCl solution, a 2 molar, okay, NaCl solution in water has elevation in boiling point, that is what delta TB, okay, has elevation in boiling point, that is delta TB is 1.88 Kelvin, and if Kb for water is 0.52 Kelvin Kg per mole, okay, calculate I alpha, okay, for NaCl, okay. I'll give 2 minute time, okay, please do it, okay, and let me know the answer. So I'm asking what I'm asking alpha value. So tell me the alpha value now. In the earlier case, what is the order? Okay. Is approximately 2. Someone telling I is equal to 1.8, alpha is equal to 0.8. Yes, alpha is equal to 0.8, correct. Someone telling I 1.8. Yes, very good. I equal to 1.8, very good. So you can do with the alpha also. Okay, okay ma'am. I'll do what now? Solution. Now you are taking the water. Shall I do in the next slide? Okay, because space is not. Suppose you will take one NaCl, you will get Na plus and then what now Cl minus. Right here. Initially you are taking 1, 0, 0. So 1 minus alpha, alpha, and then what now alpha. Okay. Now I is equal to what now here? Okay. 1 minus alpha plus 1. Okay, I will do like this. Okay. What here? 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Okay, that is equal to 1 minus alpha plus so 2 alpha. That is equal to what you get here? 1 plus alpha. Right or not here? I is equal to 1 plus alpha. I is equal to 1 plus alpha. That implies, okay. So now what now here? This is what now relation I and alpha. Now delta TB is equal to what you get here? I into KB into F. Okay here. Now delta TB is equal to what here? 1.88. That is equal to I value. I'm not sure. Okay. Into okay, KB value how much here? 0.52 into 2. Now what here? Psi value I can get here. I is equal to 1.88 by 0.52 into 2. So then you will get, okay, you will get what nearly 47 by 26. You will get 47 by 26. So that is equal to nearly equal to 1.880. Okay. Now with this, so you got what the I value. Okay. Already we know the relation here. I is equal to 1 plus alpha. I is equal to what here? 1.8. That is equal to 1 plus alpha. Okay. So alpha is equal to 1.8 minus 1. That is equal to alpha is equal to 0.8. That is equal to, so 80% dissociation. That is equal to 80% dissociation. So this is the what now the problem. So this is the concept related to Van't factor. Okay. So take a few seconds. Okay, and then I will show what the remaining slides. From the beginning, I will show the slides for few minutes, and then take. So now I'm showing the what now first slide. This is the first slide. Anyone want take screenshot? Next, I'm going for the second slide. This is the second slide. Next, third slide. Related degree of dissociation and association. Okay, quantity of solute will increase in the case of dissociation. Colloidal property increase, molar mass decrease. In association, I would be less than 1 and the quantity of solute decreases, colloidal property decreases, molar mass increases. So colloidal property and molar mass inversely proportional. Next, I is equal to what here? Observed colloidal property by theoretical property. Okay, colloidal property is inversely with molar mass. That's why. So this formula would be what reverse here. That is theoretical by observed here. Okay, theoretical molar mass by observed molar mass. Next, so after calculation of I, what we should do here? We should add I to the all the formulas here. So some association or dissociation happening. If no association, no dissociation, I can take it as 1. Okay, because 1 mole you add, it will remain as 1 mole only. Okay, that's why 1 by 1. Okay, that's why what now you will get 1 only. Okay, that's why no need to consider the I value if there is no dissociation or association. Okay, so in the case of weak electrolytes, okay, this is the case. Okay. In case of dissociation, okay, the formula is I is equal to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. If it is association, I is equal to 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n. Do not remember all these things also. Okay, you can take the value directly like this and you can derive from this. Okay, if you are unable to remember all these formulas, okay, so then what? Just remember this one. I is equal to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. This you remember. Okay, from this you can get the alpha value also. Okay, so instead of memorizing all these things, better I suggest you I is equal to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Next, okay, degree of association. Okay, you can take it as beta also. Okay, so now what here? So in the case of what this code here, what do you get? So theoretical. Okay, I is equal to what here? 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n. You can take. Okay, from this only you will get 1 minus alpha plus alpha by n. Okay, instead of because it's somewhat vague, na? Okay, that's why what better you go for this one. Here your dissociation means is number increasing. That's why you are multiplying. Association means what? Number decreasing. That's why you are dividing. Next. So at a given temperature, this is the what problem we discussed. First problem. Take a screenshot. Someone raising the hand. Okay, let me see. Ishika, any doubt, ma? You're raising the hand, but I cannot see you. Any doubt, you can take chat me. Okay. Benzoic acid. BA means benzoic acid. I wrote simply like this. BA means benzoic acid. So this will test portion. Mm, I will tell sir. Okay. Let me confirm. Okay. Do some vigorous practice, ma. Okay. Tomorrow holiday. Okay. So no holiday till you clear the entrance. Okay. That you remember. Please. Okay. So holiday means partial holiday you can take half day like this you can take. But don't what now. This time is what the golden time period. Okay. Many people won't get this kind of opportunity. Okay. Maybe the whole world is in crisis. Okay. So you're supposed to you have what plenty of time at home. Okay. Make it productive. Okay. That I can suggest you. Okay. Ishika, some your raising hand, ma. Any issue? Okay. Thank you, ma. Okay. See you in the next class. Okay. So I will today I will update you the syllabus. Okay. Let me confirm with the concerned people, and then what now I will let you know. Okay. Okay. See you. Okay. Do some vigorous practice. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.